Hello. Okay, we're all live. Let's get to it. Today's not even a trading day, bruh. Is today even a trading day? Yeah, I don't think it's trading day. Calm down. Or so I take accountability and say not trading day. Okay. This is the weekly crypto update of 3/4/1. Let's go over what happened to my crypto pocket, and if I'm down, we're up. I up. Currently, I'm down on both of mine. Actually, this one I'm up on my earn protocol. Iron protocol. I'm actually up, but it's so slow. You know what I'm saying? Bitcoin is slowly dropping, slowly going up. But I believe that he should have taken liquidity from here, then went up. But I guess not. I guess he just wants to go for a accumulation, which he did, then went right back up. And he touched a smaller accumulation at a smaller time frame. If you go down here, this is a smaller accumulation. Sell side liquidity, see there's an order block, touched it, went right back up. So I'm currently still down. I still have made a lot of mistakes. And Ethereum just without lows. Where's he heading towards? He's heading towards this right here's resistance, which is there's a resistance right over here too, because as you can see, he just come right back down every time you touch that. We have that as well. And let's see the total market cap. Total market cap is still not even to and the total market cap is still not even the higher, like not even close to the all-time high. And Ethereum is not really close to the all-time high. Bitcoin is, but I feel like Bitcoin should go to 115K to come right back down. I feel like this should go all the way to the all amount to take profit and possibly even go and make new all-time highs. This as well. So for earn, I'm going to I'm gonna go and DCA until $10. For Iron Protocol, I'm gonna DCA till $5. After $5, I'm gonna stop DCAing. No, actually, after $4, I'm gonna stop DCAing. Then let it just hold and go up. And for Bitcoin, I just wanted to go to break down this here, make another dump, then come right back down. After getting the spot side liquidity, make a dump, then come right back down. Then see right back, moving right back up after the dump, so I can buy more. For Ethereum, I just wanted to go up. After it takes this buy side liquidity, it's probably gonna cause a huge reaction right back to the downside, but it should go eventually back up. For this thing, I wanted to do a run on liquidity on this and go for this straight up to right here to 1 trillion. And yep, that is it. Currently this week I'm down. I still haven't learned as much as I said from my last video, but I still have made a lot of mistakes. But I promise you guys I will try to learn from it, because I should have, as I said, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. That's in a good word to use, so I'm gonna stop using that word. And yep, that is my weekly recap on my crypto. Thank you for watching. I gotta see how the market is going currently, cause I might even not even trade that. This is the 4/1/2024 market daily bias in gold. The 4 hour is bullish, although it is like bullish, because no break down. I'm still bearish due to it's an all-time high, and we can catch a retracement to the downside. But I shouldn't be trading today. I'm not gonna force any trades. I'm not gonna trade till 10 a.m. because there's a news. But this is what we got: 4 hours bullish, 1 hour bearish. We got a 1 hour breakup block. We already got touched from right over here. We had a 1 hour fair value gap, 30-minute fair value gap, and a 15-minute fair value gap right over here. We got a 30-minute buy side liquidity. If we go back to the hourly, no, now if we go to, so what I want for gold, I want to sweep these highs. I'll touch the hourly for value gap, probably touch the 30-minute and go right back down. For DXY, he shuts out low, so the next drawn liquidity would be here, but he already touched it, so the next drawn liquidity is right over here, which he already just swept, but the main drawn liquidity is over here. But the most recent drawn liquidity took from was none from the downside, only from the upside, but he took from an hourly downside liquidity, so that's up. He created an auto block, boom, touch. He created now after that the move down, breakup touch to the upside. He created a breakup block right over here. There's a breakup block. He got touched a couple of times and went right back up. The reaction out of it for for D gold again, when this Y goes up, gold goes down. So that's right. That's why the main reason I'm trying to stay awake because I'm so tired because I only took like 4 hours sleep. Doesn't matter. We can't be a pussy, you know what I'm saying? But right here, boom. I wanna touch this hourly for value gap 30, touch a 30-minute and go right back down. Sweep these highs out, then go back down for DXY. Touch this auto block, touch it for value gap, hourly for value gap. Can go up or possibly if he wants to even go down here and sweep out these sell side liquidity and go back up. That's what I want. That's what I'm looking for today at 4/1/2024 market daily buys. Thank you for watching. Alright, I got it, chat. Alright, let me post that boy. Yeah, I could have been so much up in GFI, but I didn't invest in it due to. Remember, that's a whole 2x, 1x. Wow, where I had it over here. It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. So before we move on to our next final signs of Judgment Day, I wanted to...
Oh shoot, what's good? Can we trade NQ futures outside of the US? I think you can, brother, but NQ is haram, brother. Nasdaq and that's XBX is haram. It's due to because they have haram companies in it. Oh shit. Literally, bro. Like it's haram. You shouldn't be trading it, but if you wanna go to take that route, go ahead, brother. But I literally could have guessed a 3x on my money, like on my whole portfolio, on a cryptocurrency. But it was, guess what? It was haram, so I didn't even invest in it. I could have been up 3x on my money. Shit, I could have made like 6.8k. I ain't take it though, cause it's haram. Cause he supported credit and loans. You know what I'm saying? If he supports credit and loans, it's haram. So you gotta take that right way of dunya. You know what I'm saying? You can't take the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Cause haram money goes out quick. So if I would have invested in that place, if I would have invested in GFI, I would have made 3x, 6.8k. I would have lost that shit already by then. I would have already lost it then. Cause it's haram money. You know what I'm saying? Haram money goes in and out quick. That's not good. You know what I'm saying? If you trade like Nasdaq and S&P, they're gonna become haram. Because you might gonna become haram due to, first of all, they have haram companies. Second of all, futures, you cannot trade more than a day. By the way, you cannot trade it more than a day. By the way, so you gotta make sure you can't swing futures. Okay, cause the involved interest. When you involve interest, you're gonna get cooked. So you're gonna get haram money, whether.
Pause here and incorporate a very interesting explanation of the beginning of Surah Isra. And this is something that is relatively modern, as I will explain. If you have a Quran, by the way, it would be nice if you check your Quran right now, the first pages of Surah Isra. If you have some type of Quran app or something, please take a look at that so that you can follow along. Because this is now another interpretation of a very classical set of verses that many ulama of our times actually, more and more ulama, are interpreting Surah Isra as being one of the signs of Judgment Day. And if you begin from the surah, it starts off with the issue of Subhanallah asra bi'abdihi, the issue of Isra, and the fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed the Bani Israel, and that He gave them some power in the land. Now, the verses then go on. وَقَضَيْنَا إِلَى بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ فِي الْكِتَابِ لَتُفْسِدُنَّ فِي الْأَرْضِ مَرَّتَيْنِ. This is verse number 4 of Surah Isra. Okay, follow along. These are very powerful verses. We قضينا إلى بني إسرائيل. We conveyed and decreed to the children of Israel in the kitab. What is the kitab here? Most of our ulama said the Lawh al-Mahfuz. We decreed amongst the Lawh al-Mahfuz that to whom? To the Bani Israel. لَتُفْسِدُنَّ فِي الْأَرْضِ مَرَّتَيْنِ. You shall cause fasad in this world twice. You shall cause fasad twice. لتفسدن في الأرض مرتين ولتعلن علوا كبيرا. And you shall reach a degree of great haughtiness. علوا كبيرا. Interestingly enough, Allah uses the same adjective for Fir'aun. إن فرعون يا حفظة إن فرعون علا في الأرض. So Allah is saying the Bani Israel will have two periods of might and izzah that they will honor or abuse. Which one? Abuse. وَلَتَعْلُنَّ عُلُوًّا كَبِيرًا. Okay? You guys all following me? Everybody on the same page? Okay, now we move on. فَإِذَا جَاءَ وَعْدُ أُولَاهُمَا. When the first of these two promises come, when the first time that you shall rise up, you shall be dominant, you shall have ulu and cause fasad. What is fasad? Fasad is corruption. Fasad is killing. Fasad is subjugation of people. Fasad is lots of chaos wherever you are. This is fasad. Wallahu la yuhibbul fasad. إن الملوك إذا دخلوا قرية أفسدوها. This is fasad. Fasad is caused by corrupt people, by evil people. So Allah is saying, when the first of these two times is going to happen, what is going to happen? فإذا جاء وعد أولاهما بعثنا عليكم عبادا لنا أولي بأس شديد. We shall send against you. An army will come, a group will come against you. They are our creation, our servants. عبادا لنا. We created them, you didn't create them. عبادا لنا أولي بأس شديد. They have great military might. They are a strong qawm. They're not a weak qawm. أولي بأس شديد فجاسوا خلال الديار. To go and probe even into your houses. They're going to go and all the way destroy all the way to your houses. وَكَانَ وَعْدًا مَفْعُولًا. And this was a promise that indeed took place. It is a true promise. وَكَانَ وَعْدًا مَفْعُولًا. Everybody clear so far? Okay? Now, ثُمَّ رَدَدْنَا لَكُمُ الْكَرَّةَ عَلَيْهِمْ. Then we gave you back a new chance. We gave you another chance. We caused you to have a victory over your enemies. ثُمَّ رَدَدْنَا لَكُمُ الْكَرَّةَ عَلَيْهِمْ. So, from being subjugated, from being humiliated, what happened? You rose up again. You rose from the ashes and you developed power. And وَأَمْدَدْنَاكُمْ بِأَمْوَالٍ وَبَنِينَ. We gave you blessings. You now had a civilization, children, wealth. وَجَعَلْنَاكُمْ أَكْثَرَ نَفِيرًا. And we made you powerful in numbers. Your أكثر نفيرا means your manpower or your...
In Ramadan, our Prophet ﷺ was the most generous. So, in this blessed month of Ramadan,
strength or your military might, all of this is allowed here, right? So you became a mighty nation. ثم رددنا الكرة عليهم وأمددناكم بأموال وبنين وجعلناكم أكثر نفيرا إن أحسنتم لأنفسكم يا بني إسرائيل. If you do good, it's only for yourself. You will do good. وإن أسأتم فلها. But if you do evil, it will be used against you. You have power. If you are faithful to your commandments, if you obey Allah, you will benefit yourself. Your nation will thrive. You will become more powerful. But if you misuse that power, and if you subjugate others and cause tyranny and fasad, then that will be taken away from you. وَإِنْ أَسَأْتُمْ فَلَهَا فَإِذَا جَاءَ وَعْدُ الْآخِرَةِ. When the akhirah, the akhirah does not mean the akhirah. The akhirah here means the end of the two, the second one, the last one. The ulahuma is the first one, the akhirah is the last one. Doesn't mean the akhirah, the hereafter. No, that's a misunderstanding that people might have when they don't understand the meaning of akhirah here. فَإِذَا جَاءَ وَعْدُ الْآخِرَةِ. When the final of these, meaning the second, because there's going to be two times that they will rise up, right? When the second and final time, because there shall not be a third time of power. Ya Bani Israel, Allah has decreed you shall come to power and be a civilization twice. The first one, وَكَانَ وَعْدًا مَفْعُولًا. It is a done deal. The second one, when it shall happen, فَإِذَا جَاءَ وَعْدُ الْآخِرَةِ لِيَسُوءُوا وُجُوهَكُمْ. There is a missing phrase here, and that missing phrase, we should say it is understood by the context that Allah will send another group of people, and they will cause your faces to become sour. You will find that because when you're hurt, when you're irritated, when you're angry, when something happens to you, your faces scowl. لِيَسُوءُوا وُجُوهَكُمْ. After they were beaming with pride, they will now become scowling with anger. لِيَسُوءُوا وُجُوهَكُمْ. Now here, listen to this. وَلِيَدْخُلُوا الْمَسْجِدَ كَمَا دَخَلُوهُ أَوَّلَ مَرَّةٍ. And they shall enter the masjid. Which masjid, ya audience? Aqsa. There's no ikhtilaf. The masjid here is not Mecca and Medina. Aqsa. وَلِيَدْخُلُوا الْمَسْجِدِ. And they shall enter the masjid. Masjid al-Aqsa. كَمَا دَخَلُوهُ أَوَّلَ مَرَّةٍ. As they entered it the previous time. كَمَا دَخَلُوهُ أَوَّلَ مَرَّةٍ وَلِيُتَبِّرُوا مَا عَلَوْا تَتْبِيرًا. And they will destroy whatever you had taken over with your ulu, whatever you had done, whatever you had built, whatever had been constructed with your ulu, وَلِيُتَبِّرُوا مَا عَلَوْا تَتْبِيرًا. All of it will be destroyed and taken away. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنْ أَحْسَنْتُمْ أَحْسَنْتُمْ لِأَنفُسِكُمْ. عَسَى رَبُّكُمْ أَنْ يَرْحَمَكُمْ. عَسَى رَبُّكُمْ أَنْ يَرْحَمَكُمْ. Your Lord might have mercy on you. وَإِنْ عُدْتُمْ عُدْنَا. And if you go back to your evil ways, we will go back to our punishing of you. That's what it means here. If you go back to your evil ways, we will go back to punishing you. وَجَعَلْنَا جَهَنَّمَ لِلْكَافِرِينَ حَصِيرًا. And we have made Jahannam a place for the kuffar to reside in. Jayyid. Okay. Everybody follow the translation? Clear? Jayyid. Okay. You have a quick question. Go ahead. وَإِنْ عُدْتُمْ عُدْنَا. No, because فَإِذَا جَاءَ وَعْدُ الْآخِرَةِ. The akhirah here means that's it. End of story. There shall never be a third time. Otherwise Allah would not have said akhirah, it would have said thaniya. Akhirah here means there is no third time. Jayyid. You all understood the translation. Okay. What is the tafsir of this page of Surah Isra? Most of the early commentators, in fact, I do not know of any ikhtilaf from early Islam. And by the way, again, I don't want to keep on bringing in the Ya'juj and Ma'juj. All the controversy happening is irrelevant to me. I preach what I preach, and whoever accepts doesn't. But still, one issue. Some people raised the issue, oh my God, nobody before you said this. Firstly, this isn't true. In the sense, there have been alternative interpretations of Ya'juj and Ma'juj. Even from at least 80 years, people have been trying to rethink through and have alternatives. Secondly, here's the key point. Just because an interpretation is propagated in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th century, it is not binding on the 15th century of Islam. This is the key point. What are we obliged to follow? Allah and His Messenger. Everything else we respect. We respect the tradition, but it is not binding. If we were to open this door, wallahi, I can give you many dozens of examples of classical mufassirin saying something that we now know is patently false. It's just not correct, you know. Of them, a very simple one, not all of them, but many of the classical mufassirin said that we created insan from alaq. And alaq in Arabic, one of the meanings of alaq is a clot of blood. And technically this is not true. The clot of blood, insan is never a clot of blood inside of the mother's womb. In fact, it is much more before it becomes blood. And in our times, alaq is now interpreted as something which is suspended, something which is hanging. Allaqa yu'alliqu means to be suspended from. So we look at modern science and we say, oh, hold on, it's like this meaning actually makes more sense in that, manner, and so on and so forth. There are so many examples that can be given. Here's the point. The interpretation of a group of respected ulama is exactly that. It is an interpretation of a group of respected ulama. There is no mockery. I'm not mocking. There's no making fun of. It's just their interpretation. Jazakallah khair. Are we obliged to hold it until Qiyam as-Sa'ah? Give me the evidence. So here is one example that honestly so many of our modern scholars are rethinking through, because the Quran is so explicit. So you see where I'm heading with all of this. You all understand. Where I'm heading, there are dozens of modern ulama that have already said, I'm not the one saying it, but not a single alim 70 years ago held this view. How could they when the political world was very different 70 years ago? You guys know what happened 70 years ago. Not a single alim ever felt that this ayah is a prediction of the future. Every alim that I have read, I could have missed some, but 40 ulama that I've read, the classical mufassirin, everyone is considering these two been there, done that from the past. And why would they not? Because in their time frame, the Bani Israel, there is no hope of another nation coming. They are scattered throughout the world. There is nothing that combines them. So they read these verses, they read history and common sense. There's nothing to make fun of, nothing to dismissive attitude. I would have done the same had I been alive 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago. That's human beings. Don't make our ulama infallible. I can be wrong and they can be wrong. They can be wrong, I can be right. I can be right, they can be wrong. This is the nature of human beings. These ulama, pretty much all of them, they said what? These two ulu have already taken place in the past. Done deal. And then they differed. as is to be expected, because there is no ijma. They differed which of these two. And some said that the first of these was the Assyrian exile of 722 BC, when the Assyrians attacked the remnants of the original kingdom of Israel that was founded by
What's good, Jordy White?
Talut and Dawood and Sulaiman, the ones who actually founded the original kingdom is Israel. It then splintered into two, and then these two disintegrated. One of them remained. One disintegrated, one remained. The one that remained was finally gotten rid of by the Assyrians who attacked them in 722 BC. And then another group came, and eventually the Babylonian expulsion took place under Nebuchadnezzar, Bukhtanasar, Nebuchadnezzar in 5.
How much do you spend on streaming and food delivery services every month? Perhaps $20.
Now, our Prophet said, hadith is in Muslim Ahmad, that most of his followers will be from the Yahud. Now, this leads us to a very interesting issue and tangent. We had mentioned last week, that the Christian belief is very similar to our belief, especially the evangelicals, that Jesus is the Messiah, and he shall come back towards the end of times, that there shall be a false Messiah, the Antichrist, and that Christ and Antichrist will fight it out, and that Christ will win over the Antichrist in the great Armageddon. In this rough skeleton, we are the same. No issues. Now, with the devil's in the detail, and they have a lot of other ikhtilafat, but in this skeleton, evangelicals, Baptists, Muslims, we all believe the same thing. Of course, there are many differences of them. We do not have this as an explicit mention, but they do. And that is that this will only happen when the Bani Israel are gathered in the Holy Land. Okay, this is the belief of evangelicals, that Jesus will only come back when all of the Bani Israel are gathered in the Holy Land. And therefore, because they want to see their Lord and Savior, they are eager to bring the Bani Israel to the Holy Land. Are you guys following? I'm being so they want the people of that faith tradition to go to that land. And it is because of this that some of the most hardcore Zionists are not people of the Jewish faith. They are evangelicals. Because it is their aqidah. It is their aqidah that with the return of the promised people to the promised land, their Savior will come back. So they want to expedite that. Now, ironically, they believe when the Savior comes, one of the first things he's going to do is to get rid of those who didn't believe in him. And primarily, according to their aqidah, the people who tried to kill him, or actually succeeded in killing, because they believe they succeeded. Now, this is the irony of ironies. Think about it. I need you to understand my point here. This group wants to expedite and support the Bani Israel to go to this land with the aqidah that they will all be destroyed in that land. You understand this? They are ardent Zionists, and they have no love for the people whom they are helping. On the contrary, their aqidah is that the very people they're helping, you understand this point, right? Wallahi, ajab al-ujab, ajib. How can the other group accept their aid knowing that this group wants us dead? And my mind was perplexed, and I actually, I am interfaith person, I'm involved in whatnot. I had a friendship with one of the rabbis of Memphis, and we would go out to lunch every, few weeks and whatnot. It's good to have interfaith and friendship, and we got to a very frank point. So I actually asked him, I said, aren't you embarrassed to accept help from people who think that helping you will eventually cause you to be killed? Yani, isn't there some haya sharam, some dignity, some izzah? Like the very people who want to get rid of you, they're helping you in the aqeedah that you will be gotten rid of. And he just smirked. He goes, well, that's their belief. If they want to throw money and power at us, then, we don't believe it's going to happen. It's their, basically, he said in a nutshell, if they're foolish enough to believe it, that's their business. We're going to still accept their power and help. So we have to understand this point, O Muslims. The people who are supporting this guy in the White House, right? This whole move to Jerusalem, the capital, whatnot, this is all a tactical decision. He might be a blabbering idiot, but he is a tactical blabbering idiot. He knows what he's doing. He is feeding his base. Another tangent here, subhanAllah. He is feeding his base. He's giving them the scraps from the table. Why is he doing this? He knows his base is evangelical. He knows these people, they want him, and so they feed him this stuff for
I'm looking for that buy.
because they
Yo,
want
hopefully
this
you win that
land to be
buy,
the
bro.
promised land for the
You
promised
should be
people.
able
So
to,
that the
man.
Messiah comes and gets rid of these.
I mean, you definitely will, brother.
So this is the aqeedah of the evangelicals. By the way, Catholics are different. Please, Muslims, educate yourselves. Don't be kindergarten level in your education and just extrapolate. Every Christian group is different. Every firqa is different. Learn your firq if you want to get involved in this issue. Otherwise, do not speak. Speak with knowledge or remain silent. Various groups have different aqidas. The Mormons are different. They have their own beliefs. The Seventh-day Adventists are totally different in this regard. And of course, the evangelicals, which is of course the default in the state, the Baptists and whatnot, these are the ones that we're talking about now. And their aqidah is in some ways very similar to ours. In some ways, it's different. So that's the Yahud. That's the Christians. How about the Yahud? How about the Yahud? What is their belief in the Messiah? And why is our Prophet ﷺ saying that the majority of the followers of Dajjal will be from that group? Well, in Jewish eschatology, the term Mashiach, Messiah, it refers specifically, they do have this aqidah, and it refers to a future king from the line of David. Okay? So, mainstream Jewish belief is that there will be a person from the line of David, from the descendants of Dawood, who will be a king, and he will be anointed. Masih. He will be anointed with holy oil, and he will bring in the messianic age. He will bring in the end of times. So, the Masih in their aqidah is called the King Masih. Malak Mashiach. Malak Mashiach. The King Masih. Because for them, the Masih is a political figure, not a religious reformer. Okay? For them it was, the Masih is a one of power and politics, and not somebody who comes to tazkiyatun nafs and, Isa is coming and telling them, ubashirukum, and giving you glad tidings. The bushra is the evangelion, the evangelical, the Injil, evangelical, by the way, evangelical and Injil, the same term. Injil is Injil, the good tidings, the evangelical, that's where it comes from. So the Masih in Jewish folklore is a king from the line of Dawood, who will bring about the rest. Restoration of the status of the Israelites and reconstruct the temple of Israel. Okay? So they do believe in the Messiah as a political figure and who will bring back the kingdom of who? Of Dawood. And this has been a mainstream of ancient, medieval, and even some modern Jewish movements, as we're going to come to right now. And that is why, dear Muslims, when the Messiah Isa came, and he began preaching to the Bani Israel, and he claimed he was the Messiah, the Yahud did not care about a Messiah that's a spiritual reformer. They wanted a Messiah who is what? Who is a king. And so when they found out that this person is not a king, they went and complained to the king, to the Roman emperor, and they said, we have a man who is claiming to be the king of the Israelites. Did Isa claim to be king? Hello, did Isa claim to be king? Why did the Yahud say he's claiming to be king? Are you guys following this? Because he claimed to be the Messiah. And in the eyes of the Yahud, the Messiah is who? The king. And so what happened with Pontius Pilate, what happened with them happened, and they said, oh, this is a political agitator. They would not have cared if Jesus said he is a religious reformer. They didn't care. What is there to do with a religious reformer? But they did worry that he's claiming to be a king. They don't want any political trouble. And that's why what happened. And so they then went to arrest him. And then what happened, we will talk maybe in another lecture. What do we Muslims believe and what are the various theories out there? But anyway, now you understand that issue. Now, the issue we need to come back to is that belief in the advent of the Messiah was a mainstream of Jewish theology, and for them the Messiah will bring back the power and the izzah of the kingdom of David that used to be. And therefore, when the single greatest theologian of Jewish law and Jewish theology, there is only one that is Shaykhul Islam amongst them. There is one amongst them in all of their history that they consider to be the greatest Jewish mind, and that is the Jewish theologian, the most famous in the history of Judaism. Anybody? Yes, very good, but who? Oh, Muslims, you should know this name because he was an Arab, meaning he spoke Arabic, that's what I mean. He lived in the lands of Muslims. He spoke Arabic more fluently than any language. He wrote in Arabic. And totally different tangent. Why am I going to these tangents? There is a theory that for a period of his life he was a Muslim. Because
Oh shit, hold on, my bad. You said I took 2 losses last night because of the volume. Yeah, bro, last night was slow as shit, you feel me? But man, you should recover it to this. You should recover it easily, man. You know, you gotta believe in yourself. You can't say those 2 losses, you know what I'm saying? In the long run, I know you're profitable and you know you're profitable, you know what I'm saying? You know we all are profitable, you know what I'm saying? The short run don't really matter.
Portions of the Quran. He studied fiqh and aqidah in the Islamic tradition because back in those days, all universities were run by Muslims. Back in those days, you know, if you go to university here, right, you go to UTD or SMU or something, they tell you must take American history, you must take political science, these are the required courses, right? You cannot graduate in this country without taking these courses, right? Well, once upon a time, if you wanted to go to any university and study engineering or medicine or optics, you would have to study Fiqh 101, basics of Sharia. Okay, you'd have to study tafsir of the Quran. I'm not joking. This is exactly what needed to be done. Okay, that was so Musa ibn Maimonides, you should know the name. Maimonides, memorize this name. This is the single greatest intellectual of Jewish history completely. They call him the chief rabbi, Rambam, the chief rabbi. He was the greatest rabbi in the history of Judaism. He codified Jewish law. The Jewish law that he codified is basically after he studied Islamic Sharia. Now he's writing a book of fiqh. Okay, and he is the first and most important Jewish figure to write a book of aqidah, the book of theology. He wrote a book of theology and he summarized it in 13 points. And he called it the 13 principles of Iman. 13 principles of Iman. Why did he summarize aqidah? Because he studied aqidah from the Muslims and now he wants to do the same for the Jewish faith. And so Jewish aqidah, when it comes to many things, is actually coming from the philosophy of Ibn Rushd, Averroes, and others, because Musa ibn Maimonides, and Averroes were basically coming from the same philosophical strand. Anyway, back to our topic. What am I talking about? What am I talking about, guys? What's the topic? What the Yahud believe about what? Exactly. Not about the Dajjal. You're jumping the gun. The Yahud believe about what? Masih. Be careful. The Masih, the Mashiach, the Malach Mashiach, the king of the Messiah. So, Musa ibn Maimonides, wrote a book called The 13 Principles of Faith. By the way, you can look it up. It's translated into English as well. And each principle begins with the phrase, Ani ma'min, ana mu'min, ana mu'min, ana mu'min, ani ma'min in Hebrew. Ana mu'min, this, I believe in this, I believe in this, I believe in this. The 12th principle of these 13, the 12th principle of these 13, and I quote from the translation, my Hebrew is too weak to actually read it to you, I'm not going to embarrass you with that, but I quote from the translation, I believe with full faith, ani ma'min, ana mu'min, in the coming of the Messiah. This is in the Aqidah of Maimonides, which is the standard Aqidah of the Jewish peoples up until our times. He is the only one who has codified to that level, Aqidah and Fiqh. I believe with full faith, yaqeen, certainty in the coming of the Messiah, and even though he delays, with all that delay, I eagerly await his arrival, every day anticipating his arrival. This is the Aqidah of Maimonides that the Yahud would memorize, that they still believe to this day. And as I mentioned to you earlier, we should all be aware that there are three strands, right, of Judaism in our times. They are number one, which one? Orthodox. Number two, conservative. Number three, Reform. There are others, reconstructions, but for ours, let's just keep it these three. And the bulk of them in our times are Reform. Okay? Actually, another tangent, but again, this is stuff you should be aware of. This is something interesting. Around 20, 30 years ago, the Orthodox were so minuscule that the assumption was they would disappear. It would be gone, especially in the 70s. But there has been a massive and more
This is so fucking slow.
and so the Orthodox movement has swelled in ranks. And I don't know the latest statistics, but I think maybe up to 15%, which is a big number compared to what it was in the 70s. 15%, like, 1 out of 8 is an Orthodox, okay? And one of the reasons, by the way, again, all of this is a tangent, but inshallah it is beneficial to us as Muslims.
In Ramadan, our Prophet was the most generous. So this blessed month of Ramadan,
Because we need to learn from the good and the bad. We need to see history. We need to learn what's going on. The fact of the matter is, why is there a return to orthodoxy? Frankly, because when you have a religion whose values become so
Sneeko, has he left Islam and gone back to Christianity? Well, he made a tweet. What was the tweet? The tweet said, Christ is king.
don't we all get happy when somebody embraces Islam?
How many of us have the time to dedicate to
Oh, no,
Katrina,
Trisha,
like me?
start to pray 5 times a day. Fajr, Maghrib,
Isha.
all due to your donations. Brothers and sisters, we only need 100 people to give £100.
£100 can help teach 10 to 30 people.
Learn how to pay salah and memorize Surah Al-Fatiha for the first time ever.
Not only that, these readers will be teaching their
Their wives, their daughters, and their sons.
to learn how to pray salah, all because of your donations.
The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said,
When you die, all your deeds come to an end except 3.
ongoing charity,
Beneficial knowledge,
And a righteous child who prays for you.
not only is your donation an ongoing charity, but also an ongoing beneficial knowledge. Click the link in the description below to donate.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters and dear friends. Sneeko, has he left Islam and gone back to Christianity? Well, he made a tweet. What was the tweet? The tweet said, Christ is king. So obviously people were a bit worried that, oh my gosh, because you hear that statement from Christians. Christians say, Christ is King or Christ is Lord and Christ is the King of Kings and Christ is blah blah blah, etc. What's Christ? Christ means the appointed one, the chosen one, and we believe he is the chosen one. We believe he's the Messiah. We believe he is the Messiah that will come and kill the Antichrist. The Christ is King.
All your deeds come to an end except three.
Ongoing charity.
Beneficial knowledge.
And a righteous child who prays for you.
Not only is your donation an ongoing charity, but also an ongoing beneficial knowledge. Click the link in the description below and donate now. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters and dear friends. Sneeko, has he left Islam and gone back to Christianity? Well, he made a tweet. What was the tweet? The tweet said, Christ is King. So obviously people are a bit worried that, oh my gosh, because you hear that statement from Christians. Christians say, Christ is King or Christ is Lord and Christ is the King of... He made a tweet. What was the tweet? The tweet said, Christ is King. So obviously people are a bit worried that, oh my... Because you hear that statement from Christians. Christians say, Christ is King or Christ is Lord and Christ is the King of Kings and Christ is blah, 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 etc. What does Christ mean? Christ means the appointed one, the chosen one. And we believe he is the chosen one. We believe he's the Messiah. We believe he is the Messiah that will come and kill the Antichrist, the Dajjal, which we believe in. So those who are Muslims should obviously be assuming the best in their brother. It's a basic thing that Allah says in the Quran in Surah Al-Hujurat, verse 12, that, O believers, avoid negative assumptions, for indeed some negative assumptions can be a sin, and do not spy nor backbite one another. So it's very clear that when we hear this kind of stuff, we are told that we assume the best, and that's what we did, alhamdulillah. I contacted I Am the Warner just to find out what was the context of him posting it. Just wanted to understand which angle he was coming from. Not that, alhamdulillah, we doubted him, and that's how it should be. We should be like, okay, you know, what did he mean by that, etc. And obviously we assumed the best, like the Salaf would do. They said if we saw our brother, his beard drenched in alcohol, we'll say somebody put it over their head. If we saw him on a mountain saying, I am your Lord and you are my slave, we would assume that he's reading the verse of the Quran. So this is very important for us to have good assumptions of our brother. He's a Muslim brother. We've spent time with him. I've done training with him. I've done boxing with him. We've put an egg together. It's a couple of days, etc. But still, we see good in him and we see sincerity in him. Subhanallah, yeah. And yes, that's what we have to say. But so when it comes to this, there's a lot of people have misconception. Christ, of course, he is the king. How? When he comes in his last coming, he's going to be the king. Yeah, not like a literal king, but he is going to be the one who there will be peace. He'll be ruling. Mahdi will be following him. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that he makes us amongst our army. We will die for him. That's how much we believe in him. We believe in his miraculous birth. We believe what the miracles he's done. We believe his mother's a righteous person. We do not slander his mother like the Jews did and start cursing him like the Jews did. No, we believe in him. His miraculous birth. His mother was a righteous woman. I was not an adulterer.
TV Smash. Told you, brother. Told you, man. That's good for you, brother. I like it, brother. Good for you, brother. Yes, sir, brother.
Faith believes in, and we believe that he's going to come back. He's going to kill the Antichrist. Yes, he never claimed to be divine. He's going to come and break the cross and kill the swine. Why? Because he's going to kill the Antichrist, and Antichrist is going to be, as you guys know, a human being, a man, walking on earth, making miracles, claiming to be divine. Who believes in that? Christians believe a man can be God and do miracles. That's why they're going to follow the Antichrist sadly. So to our Christian brothers and sisters watching this, we as Muslims, we love Jesus. We defend his honor. Yes, we defend his honor as much as possible. And we would love to be in his army. And he is the king of all kings on earth. Yeah, king of all earth. He is the king of all kings when he comes back. On earth, he would be when he comes back. Okay, so when I'm talking about the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, of course we know he's the last and final messenger, the best of man to walk. Yeah, he's the subhanallah. So I'm talking about when Jesus comes back, he will be the King of Kings. Okay, and we will follow him, and he will be following the Sharia of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So, in that aspect, we have no problem with this. And we know he's the Messiah, we know he's the chosen one, and we believe in him. And if you think about it, look into the Bible, what does it say? When Jesus said, and I have many things to say unto you, but you cannot bear them now. For he, when the Spirit of truth shall come, he shall guide you unto all truth. He shall not speak of himself. As he hears, he shall speak, and he shall glorify me. Quick question to our Christian brothers and sisters. Yes? It says he. It doesn't say spirit. Oh, it says he, when the Spirit of truth shall come. He shall guide you unto all truth. He shall not speak of himself. As he hears, he shall speak, and he shall glorify me. Okay, so which
Market credit bundle on the 1 hour.
Christianity, Judaism,
Buy
Sikhism,
zone hourly.
Islam,
Oh yeah.
who glorified Jesus and his mother? Where there's a whole chapter.
You might go back to the same location.
And glorify that no Muslim can be a Muslim if he doesn't believe in him as a prophet, as a individual, subhanallah, who we love and will die for. Who glorifies him? Where is the Holy Spirit that you're talking about? The Spirit here? Who is it? Who has commanded us to love Jesus? No one but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So, we are the only religion that glorify and defend his honor and his mother. And guess what does the Christians do? The Christian lobby, yes, the Zionist lobby in America, they are eagerly supporting the Jews in Israel. Why? And it's very ironic actually. They're supporting them because they believe when Jesus comes, he's going to slaughter them. You know, they're just supporting each other to their dismay. That's all I have to say, inshallah. So, brothers and sisters, assume the best. Alhamdulillah, there's this tweet going around. We know exactly what he meant. There's a context, and we assume the best. That's it for myself, inshallah. I make dua for your brother Sneeko and many brothers, Lord, who are revert, subhanAllah. And don't forget to support that the cause, brothers and sisters, and the link below, inshallah. That's all I have to say. May Allah bless you guys, inshallah. Look after yourself. Till next time, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Have an amazing Ramadan. If you're a new Muslim, you want to learn how to pray salah, go to salahplus.com, audio guided prayer mat, and you can book a salah instructor for absolutely.
This nigga Sneeko, bruv. Think we're going through 100 pips? Dude, bro, I feel like we might be because like it just touched a 5 minute for right gap, 15 minute, and there's a whole breakup block to the downside. So it should definitely go up here. And how is DXY looking? DXY just touched a for right gap. The hourly, I want it to go down here, so it should. You might go all the way up here, sweep out these highs, and go back down. Not gonna lie, it should go up back up here to the buy side liquidity. Let me go. It should definitely go up here. Yup, you just respected my whole for value gap. Buy side liquidity, and we got this other one right here. If you really want to sweep out these those high as well. Buy side liquidity. If you go to our lower time from the 30-minute breakup structure, this whole thing right here is a breakup block. No, you want that consecutive candle to the upside. So let's move up right here. This right here is a whole breakup block. Boom. Expecting my whole fair value gap. I'm not gonna longer use it yet. Okay, I'm looking for this to get touched. You just touched the hourly for value gap too as well. If you can go to the hourly, you already touched the hourly for value gap right on market open. Boom, touched. 5 minute gap structure touched. Boom. 1 minute for bag ad. What was my thing at? Break of structure right here. Boom. Go to the care for bag ad. Boom, boom, right here. Boom, sell stop where? Below. Was it below this or can we below that? So below this, boom. First take profit right here. I could have taken this. I coulda, shoulda, woulda. Man, shut you up. So I can't say those words, man. Those words are dangerous. Dangerous. See how he went up. Retested it. Boom. I'm gonna wait till news comes out.
when Laylatul Qadr is. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us to look for Laylatul Qadr on the last 10 nights of Ramadan on an odd night, which means on the night of the
GBP JPY or GBP USD? What should I trade?
GBP USD is a great pair to trade because it's traded against the US dollar, which usually has a lot of volatility. You can get some great moves in GU.
Okay, so that's the one.
Well, it depends because on the other hand, if you understand how to trade the United Kingdom's data or what's going on with the Bank of England, GBP against the Japanese yen can be a very simple pair to trade.
Oh, okay, so that's the one I should trade, right?
Of course.
Really?
No, it depends.
GBP JPY?
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والضحى والليل إذا سجى ما ودعك ربك
والضحى. Wait, what you say? You said you can look for the pullback before entering. For what pullback? Buy side or sell side? I mean, look, I already missed my breakup block. I should have entered like right here. I already missed it from here. I mean, now I have to go to the sell side, but like that goes against my, my bias, so that's why. If you go to 4 hour, this should be a 4 hour for I get retouch, right? Yeah, it does the discount of the 4 hour. There's a discount as well. You see, like,
So if you live in the future, you're anxious. If you live in the past, you're depressed. If you live in the now, you're happy. If you live in the future, you're anxious. If you live in the past, you're depressed.
Day 40. I'll give my cat some piece of food for every 1,000 follower we have. And guys, chill out. I have to check first. We have 181, which is not enough food. Day 40. I'll give my cat some piece of food. Whoa. Guys, it's day 44 of giving my cats one piece of food for every 1,000 follower we have. And guys, I can't explain how happy I am. It's such an amazing feeling to have so many followers and finally being able to give my cats really something to food. And I have a goal and a plan. If this continues to blow up, then we will feed whole animal shelters. Because, yeah, look at this chunky boy right here. He ate definitely enough in the last time. So, yeah, I think we have the capacities to feed other cats as well. But here, guys, as promised, one piece of food for every 1,000 follower we have. Good one, yeah, good one, good food. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man, that pullback ain't gonna be that as good, bro. You can see that pullback. I missed my hotspot. Oh, that's corny as hell. That's corny. Oh yeah. What the fudge? You can see it right here. He touched it as well. You see that? He touched it. He touched that fair value gap. He touched it. Yeah, I missed it, man. So now I'm gonna look for a sell side. I gotta look for a move back down. وأخدوها. Bro, like that.
I said, let them never, let them never. Go for two more lines and I finish. I said, let them never, let them never. Go for two more. Ever since I left the city. Ever since I Chef, I wanted to know if the rate hypersect. A lot of people thought he lost that fight. A lot of people thought he lost that fight. I told y'all can't bet against this man.
I'm gonna wait till news comes up. Fucking shit.
I got way more skills than you. We're like, what? Cause you go, like, look at it. Fuck shit, no damn skills. Like, fucking, like, doing all that. Like, the only one doing that shit is Floyd. He's the only one that can do that shit. And you can't do that shit for shit. What? No way I can miss you. The big ass ass like the koala shaped hair. You're fucking koala with chlamydia, man. What? Motherfucker, you pissing flame. Shut the fuck up. What? What are you saying? May 28th, Barclays Center, buy the pay-per-view. What? I got way more skills than you. We're like, what? Cause you go, like, look at it. Fuck shit, no damn skills. Like, fucking, like, doing all that. Like, the only one doing that shit is Floyd. He's the only one that can do that shit. And you can't do that shit for shit. What? No way I can miss you. The big ass ass like the koala shaped hair. You're fucking koala with chlamydia, man. What? Motherfucker, you pissing flame. Shut the fuck up. What? What are you saying? May 28th, Barclays Center, buy the pay-per-view. What? Bocón también por darme la oportunidad y venimos a quitar el Bocón y el título del mundo. Se ve como un chihuahua. Ahora mismo se ve como un chihuahua hambreado, la cola entre la piel, caminando por ahí. Él estaba, yo creo que más estúpido porque piensa que voy a subir amarrado de las manos con los ojos vendados, pero él también no se da cuenta que va a estar sentado en un barril de pólvora y que él también va a salir noqueado. Bocón también por darme la oportunidad.
You did take more punches than you thought you would, so what went wrong during this fight?
Just thanks for coming out and be back. I want to tell everybody happy Easter and thanks for supporting me and following me. Thank you.
You did take more punches than you thought you would, so what went wrong during this fight?
This guy's getting that. Let me see, Romeo versus Rolly versus Pitbull.
Tail of the bet from DraftKings. Romero is plus 240. Isak Cruz, no surprise despite the change in weight. He's minus 310 in this one. Both side punches are good.
I look at the trade until I get that.
Guys, punches are good. You got my instructions in the back. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands. Touch them up. Touch them up. Every story needs an antagonist. Embraces it. They, Jackson Mourinho. A lot of people thought he lost that fight. Jackson Mourinho. The quick counter left hook.
Okay, looks like this is gonna be a manipulation, so I ain't gonna get in this one.
They were going to stop it at the end of the last round. They gave him one more opportunity. You almost knew this was coming.
Time to recover, but no, Cruz choked on him right away. He wasn't there, so he just jumped on him and overhand right, overhand left. Just power shots, vicious shots from Cruz.
I want to give the referee credit.
Yes.
He gave him the opportunity. He never went down, but he would have eventually gone down and maybe gotten really hurt. Tom Taylor jumped in.
Wait. Wait, chat. Wait, this is discount, right? Buy sell liquidity, sell liquidity. This right here, the whole discount. What happened? Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh my god. Oh, so on discount you went down. Okay. Go to 1 minute. Okay, we got his 1 minute for value gap. He hasn't really touched any for value gaps yet. Okay, 5 minute wake up trust to the downside. He touched a auto block. Touched another auto block. Early. Didn't touch that. Okay. This might be a manipulation, but we gotta see. Gotta off. Did a mirror for value gap. I can get form right here. Boom. Let's see how DXY looks like. DXY is going up. That's gonna go up too. DXY just touched a 30-minute for value gap. Boom. Okay. 15-minute touch 50. Okay, let's all go here. Let's detach this. Let's go here. He didn't touch no fair value gap yet. Okay. I'm going to get in right here. Okay, so if I get in right here, so stop where? I just get in right here. So stop. Has to be below a fair value gap. There, right there, looks like a stop location. Might not even get in, but I gotta see. Okay, so let's go to let's go recap on this. Get rid of this blue. It went up, touch this, it went up more. The drawn liquid is here, which is heading right now. This is just going. You just touched a discount area plus touched an hour for right gap. 30-minute, 15-minute, and it just touched a 30-minute and 15-minute for auto block. It's going down, giving reaction. 5-minute go to the downside. Just created a 5-minute for right gap. I need to get into the 5-minute for right gap, so I'm gonna get in right here. This location right here is we're looking to get in. Go to 5-minute. So stop has to be here. But news gonna come out. So news gonna come out. It has to be a really tight stop loss. If it goes in my direction, I'm straight gonna break even. Alright. So this one looks good too, right? This one goes up. Jesus, let's touch that. So you should get a retracement to something. Retracement to this right here, we just touched right now. 2-minute touch that. Okay. Giga nigga. Okay, just created that. So now and then after that, I'm gonna need a be selling on premium. That's not good. I'm gonna sell here. It just went the highs. Okay, oh no. Okay, if we can get you a good reaction on this one, please. Good reaction. Nope, in the next channel. Okay, this, how does this look like? Let it stay like this on this candle. The next candle should go touch it. Mm-hmm. Okay, now this candle. Okay, it's going up. Okay, this there, that there. Manipulation. He's gonna go touch it for Viagap. What am I gonna be aiming for? What's sell liquidity? No, we're down there, and this was this one hourly. Down right there. So, DXY, 30-minute right over there. Okay. Touch this, boom, bounce back up. This, touch the discount, touch the hourly for Viagap. Gap, touch this, move that back down. This, touch that, boom. Okay. Let's see what to give me. We're back down. You see this move back down. You didn't even touch the fair value gap. Touch that fair value gap as well. Went right back down. He invalidated this one. Touch that 30-minute auto block, breaker block. Okay. Rolly thought I was getting whooped, bro. President Putin. I would prefer Islam not to be associated with the terrorism. President Putin said that I would. President Putin said I would prefer Islam not to be associated with the terrorism. You just touched it for a value gap, and in 1 minute, it just gave the reaction to the downside. That doesn't look good, dude. Dude, it's a premium spot. Premium, no good. Take profit is right here, so it's a premium spot. I don't want to go for a premium spot. I want to go for my discount spot. So when the news comes out, I need a good move. Whoa, what is this, mate? You're going back down here, touches for value, then go back up. So then I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I'm waiting till the news comes out. Wait. Two gay club managers in Russia have been arrested and added to the country list of terrorists. Russia agreed that's international LGBT movement extremists and banning. Yeah, man. What? What? What, man? What? Okay. I don't care. Premium. I know go premium. I know go premium. I know go premium. Premium not good. Premium not good. I wait. I chilly. What a wonderful daughter. Vanessa. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you. Son of God, Coney. This is the main problem with computer.
Seemingly stranger Ben Shapiro, Rabbi Shirley got in touch and said he'd like to reply. Here's what he said. To paraphrase the great Winston Churchill when it comes to Ben Shapiro, never in the annals of Jewish history has one so small been guilty of a sin so egregious over a complaint so petty. Ben, you're complaining about a Purim, like a Halloween costume. You employed and raked in millions of dollars off a host who highlight
Most young people don't realize how rich they are. If you got both parents, you know, good home, food to eat, enjoy that wealth while it lasts, because you could make $1 billion. I guarantee when you're 16, your parents aren't going to be around, and you'll trade everything you have just to speak to them again. You know, stay focused, keep doing what you're doing. Don't change a thing, but instead of watching that movie, call your dad, call your mom, take her out for dinner if you got a spare 50 quid instead of getting drunk with your friends. Appreciate the things you have. Most young people don't realize how rich they are. If you got both parents, you know, good home, food to eat, enjoy that wealth while it lasts. You could make $1 billion. I guarantee when you're 16, your parents aren't going to be around, and you'll trade every 2%.
And I think that's really driving the trend. I've said before,
If Bitcoin is not
Bitcoin's
going
not
to
going
zero,
zero,
it's going to
it's going to
1
a million. The
million.
real question is it legitimate asset? If it's a legitimate institutional asset, everybody is underallocated to it. So 2%, and I think that's really driving the trend. I've said before, if Bitcoin's not going to zero, it's going to a million. The real question is it legitimate asset? If it's a legitimate institutional asset, everybody is underallocated to it. So 2%, and I think that's really driving the trend. I've said before, if Bitcoin's not going to zero, it's going to a million. The real question is it legitimate asset? If it's a legitimate institutional asset, everybody is underallocated to it. So 2%.
Just wanted to say something that I watched a piece of your.
The Israeli occupation forces have burned and destroyed a number of buildings here, as you can see. The amount of destruction is massive due to continuous bombardment and air raids. Some families are still here because of the presence of an Israeli sniper and the Israeli army's policy of targeting and shooting at everything moving in the area. Some of the dead are still under the rubble. Medical teams couldn't get to this place.
Oh, la, la, la.
As you can see, all the buildings.
In a Chevy. 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 In a Chevy.
Christianity is very clearly under attack right now. I was looking on my phone over coming here. Joe Biden is tweeting Happy Transgender Visibility Day on the day of Easter. Very clearly they're attacking Christianity. What's good, man? Hey, why are they attacking Christianity? You believe in God? Oh. See, everyone's scared to talk about it. Good to meet you. He got shook. Look what Joe Biden tweeted like 5 seconds ago. On the day of Easter. Why? On Good Friday, they have Sexy Red release a music video where they have a famous streamer, Aiden Ross, like jerking off into a pie. And if you look in the background, I don't even think Aiden Ross knew better. I think he just thought it was a funny video. They have the Last Supper with Jesus right next to the pie that he's masturbating into. Astaghfirullah. Christianity is under attack, so Christ is came for all my Christians. We stand with you. We want you to be able to practice your religion publicly. Justin Trudeau doesn't want you to read the Bible in public. They're calling it hate speech. Very clear that there's a reason that they want to attack people who believe in God.
This nigga, bruv.
Do you still watch our Rumble now? Sure. Yeah. No, you don't. You do? It's the old Nico. Bosnian friend. His name is Cheezer. Cheezer. How do you say? Yeah, I met him the other day. How do you say you fell off in Bosnian? Opposite. Opposite. It's like a phrase. Opposite. Yeah. Opposite. We need to delete that video. Okay. Okay. Delete it. What's up? What's up? Okay. Let me.
Sneaker fan said to the man. It's 10 a.m. Right, yeah. Great. Great, yeah. It's 10 a.m. It's 10 a.m. Right, yeah. You're going the wrong way. I surely think you're going the wrong way. I surely think you. You just came out, okay. Okay, I put up. Okay, I put up. Oh yeah, guys, wanna see my tricep? Oh yeah, you see that good tricep? Uh-huh.
Orion Turnbull, flags and pronouns in bio, tweeted out this.
Liberal MPs are big cowards who can't defend their position.
Attacking the leader of the opposition, Pierre Polyev. So I quote.
تعالى بيبي.
World events. Go on TikTok and watch a girl. In fact, you'll boost her on the algo by rewatching it. Refresh. Jackson. So we can see the flags. There's lots of flags. There's our lot, there's the Palestinian lot, there's the Israeli lot. As you can see, it's a very deep demonstration. There's a lot of people here. Look, we come here and it's finished. There's nothing else there. So the majority support Palestine. So we can see the flags. There's lots of flags. There's our lot, there's the Palestinian lot. Hell no, bro. What's up? How you doing? Like the car? What you mean it's cool? Come over here and see the car. Sniff it out. Come on. Come on, honey. Come on, come back. And shit, bro. Oh, no, bro. What the fuck? Oh, you want a hug? Oh, you want a hug? What's up? How you doing? You like the car? What you mean it's cool? Come over here and see the car. Sniff it out. Come on.
Oh my god. From 15 to 15. It's right here. Got set up right here, but that's news. Nope. Whatever it is, man.
Have a nice happy chat, shall we? Let me say something motivational and inspirational. Have a nice happy chat, shall we? Let me say something motivational and inspirational. Most of you are boring losers. Now, when I say that, I don't mean that to insult you. I just want you to understand that it's true. When you walk into a room, nobody pays attention. You don't stand out. You're not unique. You have no charisma. No interesting life stories. Your coolest life story is the time you go on an EasyJet flight and went and got drunk in another country. That's your story. You've not done anything. You're not taking any risks. You've not been anywhere. You've not accomplished anything. You've not conquered any lands. Nothing. You're a loser. And that doesn't bother you, but it should, because what you don't understand is that if you're not a unique individual, you are soon to be absolutely enough replaced by artificial intelligence. 10 years ago, we didn't even have iPhones. Think about it. Almost 37 in a few months. 10 years ago, I remember we didn't even have iPhones. Now think about the things we do on an iPhone. Look at ChatGPT today. Go and use the AI tools we have today and imagine them in 10 years ago. I'm telling you, most of you are so boring, so unoriginal, that AI could already replace them. If I was talking to an AI bot or talking to you,
I'll shoot you right now.
sales team and a few other departments. I said, listen, I'm going to replace you with AI and I'm going to see if you can outperform the bot. And they did by about 3 to 4%. But the problem with that is they cost money and the bot costs nothing. So they still lose. It's going to become extremely difficult for any person who's not genuinely unique to survive and make any money at all. And then you're going to become a useless eater. Once you're a useless eater, you're probably going to end up rioting, causing crime, having some opinion. Imagine being an elite and peasants who aren't even worth anything. You can't even outperform a free chatbot or saying, we deserve rights, we want a pension, we want health care. Then they're going to make you all take some vaccine to get rid of you. They're going to depopulate the earth. Instead of having 10 billion people, we're going to have 2 billion people and AI. That's what we're going to have. That's what's going to happen in the future. It's guaranteed. I'm telling you right now. Only the interesting will survive. So how do you fight this? How do you combat this? Well, first you have to become extremely capable in all realms. A master, a healer, a master of the 7 styles of God. Secondly, you have to learn how to make AI work with you or for you. If you can't beat it, which you can't, you should certainly join it. Because as AI becomes more and more prevalent, your significance as an individual may purely rely on your ability to get AI to do what other people want AI to do. You can't stop the horse, but perhaps you can tame it.
Watch the full episode now, exclusively on
Concept a funny way of saying satanic ritual.
Each red dot on this chart represents a time that a news outlet said Bitcoin is dead. But despite this, the price is the highest it's ever been. And that's all thanks to game theory. So what is game theory and what's it gonna do with Bitcoin? Let's mind you. Game theory is a branch of mathematics and economics that studies how rational players of a game make decisions when the outcome of their choices depends on the actions of others. One of the more
This is a chief hospital. Was one of the biggest hospitals in Palestine. Here we did our internships and our theoretical classes. We have destroyed our dreams and our source knowledge. Israeli main objectives is to stop us from developing our knowledge. Third, they destroyed our homes, then our business, and then
The China very very rich and foreign. Wait, watch China build a temporary bridge in 7 days after it was a ship.
Okay.
$1 million below ask.
Right. At the end of the day, you just have to look at gross value. We're asking $14 million for a 2-bedroom apartment.
We received your offer yesterday.
I'm looking at about 50,000 Bitcoin and Bitcoin. That would sit in at around 13 and change.
But you want to pay in Bitcoin.
Offer in Bitcoin?
I have nothing to do. Tuesday,
Bitcoin's the king. It is the dominant token. It is a better form of gold or digital property now, as Michael Saylor calls it. So I do think it will be the best, but the law of large numbers comes in. I think it could go up 10x from here easily over the next decade, but I think some of the smaller projects will go up orders of magnitude more, just the law of small numbers. Bitcoin's the king. It is the dominant.
Bitcoin was the best investment asset that you could have acquired over the past decade. You just think about the return. If you invested in Bitcoin 10 years ago, and I know you guys are probably saying hindsight, but Bitcoin was the best investment asset that you could have acquired over the past decade. You just think about the return. If you invested in Bitcoin 10 years ago, and I know you guys are probably saying hindsight, but we're going to get to the future part. If you had invested in Bitcoin 10 years ago, you would be up substantially. We're not talking about any altcoins with this because I think altcoins are a little too volatile and we're not really sure which ones we can consider assets yet, but I truly believe that we can now consider Bitcoin an asset with its slow and steady growth over the past decade. I also think Michael Saylor will go down as this century's best investor. People were making fun of him during the COVID bull run for buying around like 500 million for Bitcoin at like 50K. Price went up to 60K and then fucking crashed, and he didn't bat an eye. He's playing the the market strategy. MicroStrategy, his company, now holds around 1 point something billion worth of Bitcoin. Some of you guys, myself included, should be taking some notes.
Alright, we're gonna study Bitcoin. We gotta study Bitcoin! Bro, this just shit is so slow now. Okay, so to here, just mark out. Oh, we got in here, we had a fair value, they got touched, and we went right back down. We went for upside, we got this boom, boom. Touching this area, now going back up. Split out these lows and we're back up. These shit.
Good Friday to everybody that is practicing and everybody that's religious. New York Stock Exchange is closed for the day. Okay, S&P not going to move and Nasdaq not going to move. So I figured we might as well talk about some crypto stuff and get going. So first of all, Bitcoin looks like it's going to close bullish on the weekly. Again, like I said previously, if you guys go back to my past crypto brain dump, right here was where you guys wanted to be buying. I told you guys to buy right here. And since then, we're up around 13% from that range. Okay, so if you guys weren't buying alts when we were in this dip, I don't know what you were doing. A decent amount of the altcoins are still in a dip. So please, I don't know, next time I post a fucking video like that, pay attention to it. And also, something that is super interesting will be if we're able to get a weekly close above this this previous all-time high. And then on top of that, what will be really interesting is if we're able to get a monthly close on top above this previous all-time high. That would be huge for me. That would be enough confidence to say that we are going to blow off the top of 74K, push somewhere to like 80, 87K until we see another sideways move or another downside move. I do think we're going to blow off the top from here on out. Okay, and then from there, so that covers Bitcoin. Ethereum is lagging a bit. We can go into this again, like I said. Crypto brain dump. I said we just did this sexy ass liquidity sweep. Boom, we see a volatile rip down and then boom, immediately regain that area. We see another dip. Perfect time to buy in. Even right now, we're having a perfect time to buy in. There's rumors of ETH ETF, or there has been rumors of an ETH ETF for the past couple months. But I do think that eventually it's going to get processed within like, I don't know, I want to say next year or so. That would be huge for Ethereum and its entire ecosystem and just crypto in general. So on ETH, the weekly time frame, we're looking not necessarily bearish, but just slightly weaker than Bitcoin, and we can tell purely based on this ETH versus Bitcoin chart. But I do think ETH is going to get its rally. I think after Bitcoin gets one more of its rips to the upside right now, necessarily been in the percentage of like high performers, but Bitcoin has been consistently outperforming the market just in terms of legs, right? We see boom, leg up, sideways, boom, leg up. Okay, Bitcoin is super, super strong right now. ETH has been less volatile, but we know and understand that because if you guys go back to my kick stream that I uploaded on YouTube, you guys will see and know that I pretty much say it goes in cycles. It goes from Bitcoin to Ethereum to large caps to altcoins. Okay, so we're still waiting for ETH to flip in Bitcoin, and that's pretty much when we'll see all seasons start to happen. All right, ETH isn't even at all-time highs yet, so if that alone isn't enough confluence for you to be still mega bullish on crypto, I don't know what will be. And yeah, honestly, right now is a perfect time to start DCAing into crypto and getting in. Okay, so there's no real reason to get into the super technicals of this, but my main goal on this one would be, okay, we broke out of these highs. I would like to see this high broken, okay? We saw a test of this. I would like to see us get above here, flipping it, and then push higher. And then from there, honestly, I would love for this push on ETH to be super strong. And honestly, I don't see us any reason not to get to all-time highs on this next push up. 37% gain from our last leg down to the upside. We had around an 84% gain. Divide that bitch by 2. We're still looking at like a right here percent of a gain. I think we
next thing that we want to look at is total altcoin market cap. Okay, so again, like I was telling you guys, right here was our little buy area. We've seen this boom, sharp liquidity sweep, leg down, instantly regained and followed up by.
I really think it's gonna go up.
Just highlighted this. I pretty much consider this a quarter block in crypto terms. Okay, we see price come down, fill into this area, boom, instant regain. We hesitate a little bit at this level, and then boom, rally up. I marked out. It's kind of hard to see, but I marked out this high as just kind of a confluence. We see this boom, it's tested, push higher. I would love to see this chart start getting pretty bullish. I mean, even though it's been super bullish as of recently, I would like to see this chart get mega bullish and head towards these highs at $839 billion market cap, and then from there, probably to these highs right here, and then from there I can say we should be well on our way to all-time highs, our total altcoin market cap. But again, that's going to take some time. This isn't just like a one-day pump type of thing. It is going to take some time. Okay, and again, something that we want to consider is this ETH Bitcoin chart. Again, we're pretty much hovering at this super strong area of support. Okay, and we can see that price is accumulating. Right now, the strongest area of resistance is going to be, boom, right here. Again, if we go to the monthly chart, we can see just like a bunch of wicks testing it. As this resistance gets hit multiple times over, we are likely going to see this get broken, retested, and sent. I see no reason why ETH shouldn't come all the way back up to these areas. Also up to these areas, I do think ETH will severely outperform Bitcoin. But again, Bitcoin has the ETF, ETH doesn't at this time. So something to keep in mind. Now, if we go into some of my favorite alts, AVAX is just a blue chip that I've been favoring for a while now. We saw that it broke out of its monthly structure right here. Okay, boom, we got that super awesome bullish closure. Again, people are calling me crazy. I see no reason for us not to get all the way back up to previous all-time highs at $150. If we just look for comparison at the BNB chart, okay, I kind of see us as like this right now on BNB in terms of AVAX. Again, BNB is a big ass exchange, yeah, but this was one of the hottest altcoins in the COVID run, and I really do think that this is something similar to AVAX. Do I think we'll get like a return that's as big as this? Not necessarily, but I do think that we can kind of relate that chart to it, and definitely revisit all-time highs here. Okay, along with that, we have Solana pushing towards all-time highs. I was honestly a big Solana hater for this bull run, just because it's not typical to see altcoins that ripped as hard as Solana did last come back and resurface one of the top gainers. It did it. It's likely going to be here to stay as a blue chip. Okay, Render. This one is something that I've been buying in heavy, especially as it's been consolidating for the past couple of weeks. Once we can break out of this like $13 range and revisit this accumulation and then get out of here, oh man, I see no reason why this doesn't hit like 50 or at least $20 first, and then from there 50. Again, guys, keep in mind, I'm pulling these numbers out of my ass, but also two, we have to understand this chart that we aren't even above previous altcoin total market cap all-time highs. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. All right, moving on, we have Injective. This was one of the hottest protocols, and we have been consolidating for like 4 months. When this breaks out, it's going to be vicious. If we can get a closure above that $45 price range, boom, we're out of there and going to $100 for sure. I've been heavy into Inge for a while now, all the way since October, and we're up pretty good money from it, around a 3 or 4x. But again, I do think that all of these altcoins have much higher to go. APF3, whatever. Link is a RWA Link is probably one of the most useful coins in crypto, but it's just one of those slow and steady gainers. Okay, I do think Link can get back up to that $37 price range. And it's literally, like, again, like I was saying, it's literally one of the most useful projects. But again, it's not one of those things where it has a shit ton of hype. When we see price doing shit like this, going sideways and consolidating, we can safely assume that in a bull run, we're going to break out of that and push higher, especially with a crypto that's like Link, that has such a strong use case and honestly has decent community behind it. Moving on, we have Fetch AI. This shit has just been one of my best call outs to date. Call this shit out back like on October 5th, and we're up around 13x on this. Again, shit's fucking nuts. We just broke out of this little bull flag, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and this shit's definitely going to $10. This line already put up on there. First stop gotta be 5. And again, there's going to be highs and lows throughout all of this, but this is one of the hottest AI coins in the market right now, along with OXO. And OXO, it has been going sideways. So this has been one of the big AI coins, one of the main focuses. Look, if we can pull a fib from here to here, whenever we get into this 38.2% range, this is just buy the fuck out of it in terms of crypto with fib retracements, especially if it has as hot of a narrative as OXO. Okay, we're literally just slowly building this shit up to fucking rip. Okay, once we can break out of this, we're out of here. We're going to $1 without a doubt in my mind. And again, like here to $1, that's pretty insane gains. It's already giving us around a 30% discount right now. Moving on from there, Aptos has been one of the ones that I just put money in at the very start of the bull market. It has just been so sneakily been climbing day by day, night by fucking night. Like, look how it's just a gritty fucking grinder to the top on this one. Again, this is one of those RWAs that.
Alright, I'm done for today, man. So this is the 4/1/2024 market recap. No trades were taken today. I was about to take 2 trades, but those trades occurred in a bad time. Okay, so let's go over what we want from our daily buys. And our daily buys, we're going to touch the hourly fair value gap, 15-minute fair value gap, and a 30-minute fair value gap was right here. Then there was a discount. It touched the discount and gave me it broke structure down right on my discount, but it never gave me my model, so it just went down all the way to my take profit. And it tested a 30-minute and a 15-minute auto block. And prior to that, I wanted to wait till news to come out, but that caused a huge reaction to the downside. Hit take profit 1 and gonna hit take profit 2 right now. So that I missed. Okay, when news came out this time, right at 10 a.m., I had a how can I say this? I had a like I had another entry to get in from here, which was right over here to down here. But look, you just touched my take profit. I didn't get into it because what? It was news. Could go right back up, That was not good, so I waited. Man, my other one was, I think, was right over here as well. Right over here. It could have been my other one. I didn't take it. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Nope, no good, right? So if I woulda, oh my God, can I say that word? You know what I'm saying? Whoa, whoa, whoa! What type of stop loss does that make? Go for there, take profit right here. You would have smashed, but I didn't take it because it was right so close to noon time. So that's why I didn't take it. I did have my concept model after that discount. So I was like, man, I don't want to buy premium. So I don't mean I don't want to sell in a premium spot. So that's why I didn't get in and did the market recap. 4/1/2024. I promise you guys I'll be do better. I promise you guys I'll be patient. I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna be disciplined. I'm gonna be fearless. I'm gonna be emotional. I'm gonna be not greedy. I'm gonna be confident. I promise you guys. Yep. Let me go upload this video. Upload a video a. Three 4/1/2024 market recap.